The TIC became aware of health problems at Khujwana in Limpopo province. Community members complained about the conditions at the local clinics, specifically the bad treatment they received from medical staff. The TIC immediately launched an inquiry into the state of local health services.
It was raining more than...
Delegates were sent to Limpopo to get first-hand evidence. Locals were invited to a public forum where they could voice their concerns.
Khujwana peacemakers, hi 10 o'clock. Banza ule rihanyo wa ta va ri kona. Ba treatment action campaign wa ta va ri kona.
Community elders confirmed that the attitudes of clinic staff left much to be desired.
They don't respect patients, they shout at them. Some of the patients are giving birth outside the gate because they are not helping them in the clinic.
Residents are saying enough is enough. They deserve better treatment. One of the locals with a harrowing story to tell was Shirley Ngamini. She says she went to her nearest clinic in 2012 to give birth.
I was pregnant in 2012. I was alone at that time just because I tried to call the sisters at that time. So I gave birth alone at that room. I was just praying that God helped me to give birth alone just because I was alone at that time. But I was not safe just because when you call somebody for help and then she told you that you can close your leg and then someone she will come and give you help. And then you don't know what time she was supposed to get to come and give you help. And then she left me alone at that time.
Ngamini was among the locals who made use of this opportunity to tell their stories in public. Many discovered that they had similar accounts of neglect and bad service.
So that we raise these issues, we need to raise everything.
This woman told the meeting that, like many others, she didn't have money for private doctors and depended on her nearest clinic to help her. She appealed to staff to improve the services rendered here. Others complained that residents who spoke Shangaan were not treated fairly and were simply referred to other clinics. This woman said that when she complained about side effects caused by medication, clinic staff were unsympathetic and told her to stop wasting government money. This woman told of how she brought a child that had been bitten by a dog to the clinic early one morning. Staff simply said they were not yet ready to help her. Later they gave her medication, but never explained how it should be administered. This woman said she was in the clinic's toilet when she started to give birth. Nursing staff who found her were apparently very unsympathetic and accused her of trying to kill her baby. This woman complained that the clinics didn't have drips when she brought her child with diarrhea to them. While this one accused clinic staff of not doing enough when her daughter experienced complications during labour. In the end, the family had to go all the way to the hospital for her to give birth. This man says that his wife also experienced serious complications during her pregnancy. He took her to the clinic in the evening, where nurses first sent messages that they were sleeping and later that they were on strike. This woman told of how many older people often waited at the clinic from before 5 in the mornings, only to be told hours later that there was no medication. While this woman said she was simply given lemons by clinic staff when she came to them with a serious bout of flu. When she demanded a prescription, they refused. This woman complained that clinic staff divulged confidential information about people's HIV status to the entire community. While this man wanted to know what happened to all the complaints submitted through the clinic's suggestions box. A clinic representative responded by saying that most of the issues raised were beyond their control. He admitted that it was an undesirable situation. At the end of the public session, an interim clinic committee was elected by the community. They were tasked with monitoring staff attitudes, working towards resolving existing issues and lodging further complaints. The TAC will continue keeping a watchful eye on the situation at Khujwana's clinics, making sure complaints are heard and that something is being done about them.